You are listening to the Slowly Dying Podcast with Becca
Check yourself. Check. Week after I cried at the bowling alley.
and Bronte.
Oh my god, what have I done? What do you mean? I haven't heard from you in months.
We talk about everything and anything
I could tell she was frustrated just by how she was throwing the... I'm the only one who does it the best.
and turn in every Monday for a brand new episode.
I did not know though. What? Like you were freaking out. Let's get it poppin'. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, guys? It's Bronte here.
And what's poppin'? Let's get it poppin'. It's Becca.
And welcome back for another episode. And we really wanted to keep it juicy this week. Becca, do you want to tell them the topic?
Pretty much how to be more attractive towards the opposite sex. Or the same sex.
Or the same sex.
Whatever you float your boat.
I feel like this, differs with a lot of couples because I've had my doozy with exes and they've liked some things or not liked some things that other exes, loved. Which, it makes me go, back and forth. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of, insecurity came because I've had exes told me, stop being so emotional, stop being, so upfront. I don't like how you're, inputting all your opinions. Yeah. But then other exes did. Love that.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're going to just hit, the majority or I don't want to say the average.
Kind of like what we think.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I think this all starts with standards. Mm-hmm. And how never lower your standards to meet somebody else's standards. Always keep your standards high. And it's very rare that somebody keeps their standards high. And, before you guys come at me when I say that, but it's just I feel like so many people get in relationships and they're they wouldn't have tolerated that stuff before they got in a relationship, and now they think they're in love, and then now they start tolerating things that they wouldn't have tolerated.
I agree with that.
So
I think I took that with every single one of my relationships, going forward.
Yeah.
And, when you think about, after the breakup, or when you think about, when you reflect, every single time I'm why did I settle for that? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Why did I stay?
I look back and I'm I don't know what I was doing with these last 5 years. But that needed to go away. Mm-hmm. It's you kind of look back and you're, embarrassed. And, I mean, there's nothing to be embarrassed of. But you look back and you're why? What was I doing?
Well, you don't regret any of your relationships.
I don't regret any of them, but some of them I'm what the hell was I thinking?
It's
why did I stay so long
to
try to change the other person? When
it's
people don't change. Only for themselves.
It's you don't recognize yourself almost.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you said, embarrassing, but you're almost embarrassed at yourself.
I am.
It's
I tolerated that BS for years. But girl, I don't tolerate nothing. I just think it all starts with standards.
It does.
I just wanted to point that out.
I'm glad you made that point because I feel people would come at you by not saying, well, there's standards first.
Yeah.
I guess the first thing that comes to mind, if anything, is there anything in the forefront of your mind that you want to spit out when it's how do you make someone more attracted to you? Is there one that rolls off your tongue?
Besides standards, I think you feeling attractive is more important than somebody being attracted to you.
So confidence.
Confidence, yeah.
You have great self-esteem,
I feel you attract the right kind of people. Because my thing is you can attract right kind of people, you can attract wrong kind of people. Okay? If people think that you're going to want to take care of them and they think you're going to move in with them and all this stuff, then you be attracting the people that want more of a mama, not a relationship.
Right.
So that's not what I'm looking for.
And that's kind of hard to when you, in the beginning, it's that's kind of hard to pull out.
Yeah.
At first, but now it's we have radar for it. I'm oh, you found out that I have my own place and
now you want to come hang out with me? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
You're not sharing bills with me and you're just crashing and you have
sharing bills? Absolutely not. If you're not taking the whole bill, you ain't taking nothing. Okay. Absolutely not.
They're just not you're not even cooking dinner. You're not even
absolutely not. Or
buying
the groceries and picking them up from Walmart. I ain't doing nothing. Nothing.
But it's once they hear that, it's ding, ding, ding.
It's ding, ding, ding. Let's take advantage.
It's
and I feel guys Like, you know, especially like now, they're like, oh, you have your own place, let me move in. Absolutely not. If a guy moves in with you as a girl, and it's just because I'm old school, like, you know, if you don't like it, I don't care. If a guy moves in with you after you get your own place, he is using you, sweetheart, because he has nowhere else to live. I've seen it happen so many times. I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm. You walk in and you immediately detect it.
Yeah.
After, like, so long, too, you're like, oh. And you don't want to tell, like,
You don't want to tell people. And it's like, nah, sweetheart, like,
sorry.
No. But that's just me because I've been through so much crap that nobody takes advantage of me no more. I'm kind of like a little hard one to crack.
yeah, you are.
But back to kind of what you were saying about the confidence, I think taking care of yourself.
Yes. It's like this whole, like, you're, like, beaming when you're taking care of yourself and you're putting yourself first. I think knowing how to put yourself first and taking care of yourself and knowing how to be all right without a relationship, then I think you're going to know how to weed through the BS, honestly, I think.
Exactly.
And that takes a while. Of course, people, like, get to it more than others, but once you get there, oh my God. Like,
You don't ever want to go back. And then you become kind of like a little badass type person because you're like, no, I ain't going back there.
I've been called selfish before.
That's fine. You can be selfish.
And what's so selfish about me putting me first? Like, I'm not rude about it. I'm being honest. That's one.
Honesty goes along with loyalty.
Yeah.
And that is my number one.
Honesty.
I don't like people that lie. I don't tolerate lying. I'm telling you, lying be ruin a relationship.
And it's like, once you tarnish that, I think what puts people, I think finding the right partner is how they tolerate what you say, and they have to be mentally ready for it. Because I've had a lot of guys, like, be like, hey, I like how upfront you are. And I'm like, look, I know if there's, like, any cheating involved, if we're going to be serious.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out whether it's, like, 1 month from now, 10 months from now, 10 years from now. You will always find out if
somebody cheats on you.
I will find out.
Always. The truth always comes out.
It's like, I'm not hunting for it. And I'm like, look, I'm busy. I do this. I like hanging out with my girls. Like, you know, you got to accept that. I'm sorry. Like, it's like a checklist. And sometimes they're really put off by that and they call you, you know.
But then that's fine because they don't belong anywhere near your world. Mm-mm. If guys don't like that you have standards, they're not a guy. They're like a baby. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Get away from them. And it goes with girls too. Like, if you're a guy that's listening in our channel and you have standards, I mean, as long as they're reasonable, you know, if you're expecting somebody to be a millionaire with a credit score of 1,000, you know, that's not even real. But I'm just saying, like, be reasonable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not everyone's perfect, and there are downfalls in people, but if you tell the person up front, I expect this, this, and this, and they don't like it, if they're a girl or a guy, be like, all right, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Don't even try to give them a chance because people need to stop giving chances to people. People need to see people up front as who they are. Stop trying to change people, and that's just my rant. I'm in a little sassy mood today.
Like, it's true. Like, and you're only coming from a place of love because you've been through the ringer. Like, you know, and I think you and I agree on this. Like, now looking back, I wish I had more people be like shake me.
I wish somebody would have slapped the crap out of me.
Like,
what are you doing, baby? Like, sorry.
I had a couple of those friends, but of course, like, I'm so, like, in the hole of, like, hurt and despair that, you know, I believe them, but then, like, I'm also like, what do they know?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But now, I wish I'm like, hello, I wish I knew the me now than when I was like 20 or 19. Like, gosh, I wish I did.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, going back to embarrassment, I'm like, what? All I want to do is just, like, scream in my 19-year-old self's ear. Because, like, now, another one, independent. Like, you and I are both so independent.
I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D. Sorry, that song. But,
we are so independent, it's crazy.
Well, I feel like people that have been hurt so many times become very independent because you don't ever want to feel that hurt again. Or if you start to feel hurt, you're like, all right, peace out, bye.
Yes. Yes.
You know, it's like you have your own place, you got your own 2 degrees, you got your own job, you know, your credit's good. Like, once you get all that good, you're not going to let somebody else come in and tear that apart again. Because it took you so long to getting to be okay.
Yeah. And that's what happened to me. Like, in my last relationship, if you guys, like, listen, it's almost been a year since
time is flying.
Time is flying by. And, you know, I'm, like, feeling a lot better, and I'm excited for what's to come. But one of the things was I'm not budging on my opportunities for success, and it came down to what we're able to meet in the middle for, and that didn't happen, and I walked.
Well, I felt like you met more, like, more towards the end, not even the middle, but that's just my opinion.
And it's true. But that comes from, like, independence and what, you know, you've learned, like, in the past, and I'm like...
But I'm glad that you were strong enough to be like, okay, like... Because in the moment, it sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks. It's the worst feeling ever. But you know in the future...
Yeah, it's for the better.
You're going to be fine.
All that pain from past relationships came, and I was kind of, quote-unquote, rewarded, I guess. You know, you know you're going to be okay, which is fine, like, too. But, you know, it still sucked. But, you know, I know my heart will be glad in the future. And it's already glad. I don't think I would have ever had the opportunity to work at Johns Hopkins if I stayed.
I'm excited.
We're gonna be like Meredith Grey and Christina, like calling, like FaceTiming during work. Like people are like coding or whatever, you know. We're like, hey girl, hold on.
We had a code the other day at work. It was crazy.
Really? But... Did you get it back?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You turned out fine, but.
Okay.
I love codes, but that's just because I'm sick in the head.
Yeah, I do too. It's
so
exciting.
Keeps
you on your toes, man.
But
a sense of mystery.
Yep.
Once you said,
don't give it all up at one time. Like
I've had it more the last 2 years where I seem like I'm all up front, and then when it comes to like people trying to like go on a date with me or something, like they're like, why do I feel like you're so willing to talk, but like it's like I'm trying to get to your core, and I'm like, that's because I'm like damaged goods, like that's like my whole reflector wall.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I'm upfront with guys about. I'm like, I'm not gonna pour out my whole feelings because I have this fear of you using it against me. Yeah. Like saying like, oh, you're too emotional. Oh, you're like whatever. Or you're worrying about that.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, and it's like a tough egg to crack. But I'm like, why give it all away?
But you know what you have to offer is like banging. Mm-hmm. So why, you know, be skipping the dessert? Or wait, dessert comes last. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm like, no, you want dessert, Becca.
No, I'm saying, but why skip to dessert if you have a 5-course meal ahead of the dessert?
True.
Because once you get dessert, you eat it, you're still going to be hungry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And guys need to learn to work for their women.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Excuse me, we are old school over here. You need to work. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Because you and I talk about it all the time. When someone's in a relationship with us, I'm sorry, you know when you're a badass partner.
Oh, yeah.
Badass partner.
Because my loyalty is unmatched. That's all I gotta say.
I'm telling you, when I'm, like, in the gas station and I'm, like, you know, I see my man's, like, favorite candy you can only get in that gas station.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my man will like this. And I'm like...
Or massages every night.
Yeah.
Cleaning. Laundry's done.
Favorite teas in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
We're cooking their favorite meal.
You can have as many guy nights as you want. I don't give a crap. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
So, it's just...
But it has to be give and take. You know, if they're taking from you, what are they giving back?
True. Very true. You know, like, and you got to look at the whole package as well. What they bring to the table. Are they setting the table and putting the food on it?
Setting the table? They better be buying the damn electric to keep the food. You know what I'm saying? I don't play. And, you know, and this is probably why I've been single for so long. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I know when I meet a guy, he's going to be like, you are the woman that I was waiting for my whole life.
Yep.
Not these other little bitches that just take care of me. I don't care. I'll be like, you don't even know.
It's true. It's true. Like,
you know, and it's not because I probably sound cocky, but I'm not cocky. I'm confident because of what I've been through.
Yep.
And I know I've been a good girlfriend because all my exes have always came back. Mm-hmm. Every single one of them multiple times. Mm-hmm. Because I don't chase nobody. I chase and replace.
You're just hitting it with these quotes.
Yeah, like...
And this is not just against guys, girls as well.
It goes with friendships, too.
Partners, any partners.
It goes with friendships. I've left friends because I'm like, you're not loyal.
Yep.
There's no give and take in this relationship.
Mm-hmm. It's, I don't want to say it's sad. You just learn a lot. And I'm like, I wish, God, I think this is why this is, like, the best time in our life because we're wiser, like, you
we're
know,
so old. No,
we're old. But, you know, I wouldn't trade it for anything, I don't think. I think I would rather this age than 21, I think.
I ain't going back 21. Oh, hell no. Because that's when all the BS started.
What were you like when 21?
Wait,
were you pregnant at 21?
Yeah, I was pregnant.
You were pregnant,
at 21.
right? Yeah.
Had Willie at 22. Mm-hmm. I was just unstable, emotionally unstable.
Right. Yeah.
And I just, like, was not myself.
Mm-hmm. I felt the same way, too. I mean, I wasn't pregnant, but...
Yeah.
I got out of a relationship. My 21st birthday was 5 months afterwards, and to be honest, as they say it, balls to the wall, that was... Literally, I made up for lost time. If I don't have to go any further than that. Oops. Oops. But you know what? Don't regret it. And, like, you gotta let it all out, man.
Well, you do. So. I'm still letting it out. Little by little, but still letting it out.
With more money in your pocket now.
I know. I was actually talking to my dad about some trust funds, stock marketing. Yeah, today.
Okay.
Because, you know, I gotta have that down payment.
Yeah.
So, you know, should it just sit in my savings? Should I invest it? I don't know what to do, so I gotta go talk to, you know, the bank person.
Gotta go talk
but
to
the
people.
last thing I want to say is don't be jealous, all right? Let me tell you something. I think jealousy is a good thing to a point. You know, your man's gonna be a little jealous and be protective. Okay, that's fine. But if he's telling you not to wear something out, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I love hearing when guys see their woman's outfit. Or man, or whatever, you know, I should say your partner's outfit.
Yeah.
And whether you're going with them or not, they're like, yo, babe, you look hot. Like,
I'm like, you go own that with your girls.
I'm like, I love that.
I need a guy who's going to be like, all right, you want to be a stripper? Let's go. I'll drive you to the club. I'm not playing.
I'll take you to the bank to deposit your money.
Exactly. Because he knows my loyalty is unmatched.
Yeah.
Okay, and when a guy understands that, that's when, like, the coolness comes. So if you're out there listening, stop hiding and come find me.
Email us at slowlydyingrns@gmail.com.
If you ask me on a date, I'll probably say no because I'm stubborn, but...
Keep cracking that egg.
Keep cracking in the damn house. But, but I think the important thing about, like, not being jealous, is, I mean, a jealousy, like, a little bit is good. Like, oh, okay. But, like, if you're so jealous that it's making you insecure, you gotta realize, if your man's gonna leave, whether you're jealous or not, he's gonna leave. If he's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat.
Yep.
I mean, look at Cardi B, look at Beyonce, look at all these beautiful women.
Strong women.
Who have plenty of money, strong women, whatever, they still get cheated on. If your man's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. Mm-hmm. Okay? If he cheats, leave him. I don't know. Or fix it. I don't know.
True.
I left mine. I couldn't take that shit.
Yes.
Leave. Then leave.
Just know how strong you are if you're a man.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know your worth. If you don't, listen to my rant about it and try not to be jealous.
Yeah. So true.
So I hope this helped.
Be confident, be fierce, and know your worth.
Be powerful.
Ooh, independent. Loving to yourself.
And be sassy. Don't be afraid to be sassy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have a little flair in your kindness. Have a little
flair, and make them put the fire out. Mm. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So. All right, guys. This was a fun episode. Yeah. Really like this one.
God, they're going to be like, what is wrong with that?
And this is a little, we're recording this on Easter, and this is a little Easter egg hint to what the week following will be topic.
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter, guys. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. You'll probably listen to this on Monday, but still, we're living in...
Jesus is risen!
There we go. All right, guys. See you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.